Stefan in Germany, I am convinced, is out to get me in trouble and a lot of hot water with this question. Hey, Paul, I often read reviews and reports from hi-fi equipment in magazines and forums that have tests and reviewers' opinions. In my opinion, music transports emotion, and people are unique. So how should two or more people agree on a common judgment? That's a loaded question, and you're right. We are all the same, and we are all different. So if you poke me, I hurt and I bleed. And if I poke you, you hurt and you bleed. But I could also put on a particular track of music, something that just floats my boat, say I am in love with Italian opera. And some of those pieces that, oh God, it brings tears to my eyes immediately, or some of Beethoven or Mozart's works, it just, oh my gosh. And other people sit here and go, Jan, it doesn't emote the same feelings for everybody. But that said, this speaker system, this sound room, is going to appeal to a whole wide range of people, but in very different ways. And so if I am a reviewer and I say, you know what, the FR30 loudspeakers, let's pick on them for a moment. I think they're great loudspeakers, but they're not for me. They're not, I mean, I prefer something bigger, smaller, whatever. I mean, it doesn't float my boat in the way that it floats your boat. And so they write a review saying it's a great speaker, but The next guy will say exactly the opposite. Best speaker I ever heard in the entire world. Just there it is. How do you, or measurements. This is where we get in trouble, right? So somebody will say on a measurement basis, wow, that's the lowest distortion, this or that I've ever seen. It has to be terrific. And the next guy will go, yeah, it's pretty low distortion, but it sounds like dog do. Okay, who do you trust? You could ask the same question about movie reviews and food reviews. Let's think about that. I'm a foodie. I absolutely love and cherish food. Trying to work on that. And if somebody tells me I had the best meal ever, and I just, oh, really, where? Over here. And I go over there and it's like, oh, this is... Our opinions just aren't lining up. That's okay. I need to qualify that person. I need to say, aha, let's see if your tastes and emotions line up with mine, because we're not all the same when it comes to that. Tell me, 3 different kinds of foods. What floats your boat for food? Oh, give me a cheeseburger this big, dripping and drooling with chili and peppers, and I'm in heaven. Or this guy going, a big juicy steak. I'm not going to pay a whole lot of attention to those guys, because as a vegetarian interested in fine cuisine, that ain't on my list, right? So I don't really care what those guys think. But if you said the opposite to me, now we're talking the same language. And that's where it comes down to your task of seeing how close a reviewer's tastes match yours. What kind of music does he like? She. What kind of equipment have you heard that you liked that they also liked? Think of it like movies, right? There's a lot of great movie critics out there. I can't stand watching, Chainsaw Massacre and Freddy the guy with the mask or the clown that scares the crap out of you and gives me nightmares at night. I don't want to watch those. And so when somebody says, this movie was incredible, and I watched it and I walk away a broken person, not able to sleep, I ain't listening to that guy's reviews anymore, right? But if somebody said this brought out every emotion possible, it was the most beautifully directed, blah, blah, woof, woof, I'm going to listen more to that guy because he likes what I like. And that's your job. That's your job. If I don't pay attention to measurementists because they don't listen. So why do I care if somebody thinks that this measures better and therefore it is better when that doesn't relate to me whatsoever? I could care less. I want someone to tell me, I listened to this and somebody I trust and it floated my boat. Got me. I'm interested. Let's go. And that's the key. You got to find somebody that you relate to. If your experience is that somebody who is a measurementist tells you which way to go and you do that and you're happy with it, you should stick together because that's your shtick. Okay? Anyway, hope that wasn't too long of a riff, but you got to just pick the person that is closest to you, and that's how we make that work. Okay? Thanks for the question.